I love traveling. In the last 2 years, I've been to Dubai, Maldives, Hong Kong, Japan, India, and America. And typically, I like to pack very light, and a lot of what I bring with me can actually very comfortably fit in a small carry-on. And the reason I like to travel quite minimally is because I feel like I get to enjoy the trip a lot more when I'm not dragging a lot of weight with me. So today, I want to share my travel essentials as a luxury minimalist. Now, it did take me quite some time to figure out my essentials, but now that I have a clear idea, I pack very efficiently because I know exactly what I'm bringing with me. First thing first, I will not be showing outfits in this video because that very much depends on the climate of the location that I travel to. So what I'm showing today are the very essential items that I always have with me regardless of where I go. My very first travel essential is a durable and functional backpack. I always bring a backpack as a small carry-on because it's practical and so easy to carry. What more, if I have to travel from city to city on a trip, having a backpack can be incredibly handy. And let me introduce you to this Oleada Anywhere because this has everything that I look for in a backpack. The first thing that sold me right away about this backpack is that this is made of a material that is both waterproof and stain resistant, which means if you accidentally spill tea or coffee on it, it will be perfectly fine. I don't know about you, but I just love that I don't have to baby it. And more importantly, I think it's so reassuring to know that my things on the inside will be perfectly fine if I'm ever caught in the rain. Another feature that I always look for in a backpack is a safe and secure place for my phone. And if you're the same, you'll be glad to know there's a hidden zipped pocket in the back. The design is really thoughtful as well because it's positioned on the side so I can easily get my phone in and out without actually taking the backpack off my shoulders. I'll be showing you what I can fit in this backpack in a bit. But so far, I've been really enjoying it because this is practical, worry-free, and so lovely to use. By the way, this bag comes with a shoulder strap, so you can also use it as a shoulder bag and a crossbody bag. But I personally love it as a backpack. My next travel essential is a good quality suitcase. Typically, my own belongings can very comfortably fit in a carry-on suitcase, and the one I'm using is from level 8, which, to be honest, is so reasonably priced considering the quality is impressive. This suitcase is sturdy but so lightweight, but what I love about it the most is how easy it is to roll the suitcase around. I've been using this for all my trips in the last 2 years, and I cannot recommend it enough. And as you can see, the Oleada backpack sits on the suitcase beautifully. Now trust me, if you're looking for a travel backpack, having this sleeve will truly make all the difference. Next are packing cubes. I love using these because they really help to keep my things organized. These are see-through, so I know exactly where everything is. Let me know if you are the same, but when we go away as a family, I do most of the packing, so having these packing cubes makes the job so much easier. The ones I'm using are from Maverick & Co. These are breathable because of the mesh, which is great, especially if you have pieces that are made of natural fibers like cashmere and cotton. By the way, I also love that I can zip up the packing cubes when I'm not using them to save some space and keep things tidy. If you have a type A personality like me and you haven't tried out packing cubes, you need to give them a try. I always just bring one luxury bag with me when I travel, and the one I've been traveling the most with is my Louis Vuitton mini Palm Spring backpack. This is a tiny bag, but I can fit quite a lot in it. The Louis Vuitton monogram canvas is durable and water resistant, so I never have to baby it when I'm on the move. Some of you know I have a small collection of luxury bags, but there are only a few that I like to bring with me when I go away. Typically, I prefer something that I can wear crossbody, something that's quite small but functional, and also something that I can easily wear with all my outfits. And for me, this Louis Vuitton mini backpack ticks all the boxes. The other two luxury bags that I sometimes bring with me include this Chanel mini flap, which I took to Dubai, and this Ateliers August shoulder bag, which I wore in India. Both are quite small but really versatile. My Kindle e-reader is another travel essential for me. I've always said this is one of the best purchases that I've ever made in my life. This can store thousands of books, so regardless of where I go, I essentially have access to my entire bookshelf and more. Now, technically, I could read on my phone, but the good thing about this Kindle is that it doesn't have a glare, so I can read for hours without straining my eyes. This is also incredibly tiny and lightweight, which means it's really easy to travel with. In fact, this actually fits in most of my mini handbags, which is why this thing is always with me. By the way, the battery lasts for several weeks, which I really appreciate. So all in all, this has been a fantastic investment for me. Sunglasses are another travel essential that I always bring with me regardless of the destination. And in the last 2 years, my favorites are these Gentle Monster sunglasses. These are quite low-key in my opinion, and I find them to be really versatile. They basically go with all my outfits, so I never have to worry about how to style them. Now, I've spoken about this before, but sunglasses are one of my favorite accessories, so I do have a small collection of them. But somehow, I always grab these when I go away. Something else I always bring with me when I travel is a small collection of jewelry pieces. Now, because I travel really light, my outfits are usually really simple for the entirety of the trip. But I find that having some jewelry and sparkles can really help to complete the looks. And this is the jewelry case I use when I travel. This is very travel friendly because it's really small, so I get to keep this with me at all times during transit. On the inside, I can keep my pieces really organized, which is always a bonus. And typically, I like to bring my Hermes CDC bracelet, a small selection of earrings, and my daily rings, like my Cartier Love ring and Hermes CDC ring. If you're looking for a jewelry case, I highly recommend getting something that's a bit structured because it will help to protect your pieces, especially the delicate ones like your earrings. On that note, I've actually had the experience of bending the poles of one of my earrings because I carelessly kept them in the pouch. And of course, a pouch doesn't do anything to protect your pieces from the pressure of your other belongings. This is why I'm now very careful with how I store my pieces when I travel. My next travel essential is this sunscreen, and this is the Color Science sunscreen powder, which, by the way, is waterproof, so it is really handy if you do any water activities like going to the water park. Now, I put on my sun protection religiously every day anyway, but when I travel, a lot of the time I'm outdoor doing sightseeing, so I need to be able to top up my sun protection easily. I've been using these for years and I swear by it. So basically, how this works is that you find the sunscreen powder at the end of the tube, and basically you just apply it using this very soft brush, and it's really easy to do. I absolutely love this thing because unlike liquid sunscreen, this doesn't disturb my makeup and it doesn't feel heavy at all. In fact, my husband and my little boy both hate the feeling of putting on sunscreen, but they don't mind this at all. So I always make sure to restock. Now, I pack a lot of my travel essentials in my carry-on backpack. Again, I love using the Oleada Anywhere for that. So let me show you what I can fit in here. First of all, I always bring a water bottle with me, and I love that I can secure my bottle on the side because it means my things will be away from any spillage. That being said, there's also another compartment on the inside for your bottle as well if you prefer to keep everything in one place. This compartment can fit my 14-inch MacBook Pro perfectly, but I usually just bring my iPad Pro, which is about 13 inches. I like using this compartment for my wallet, coin purse, and Louis Vuitton mini pochette. In the main compartment, I can fit a change of clothes, a toiletry bag, my jewelry case, and sunglasses. As you can see, there's still quite a bit of space left. And like I said, I like to keep my phone in a small back pocket for security and also easy access for myself. In the outside pocket, I have some tissues, a small notebook and a pen for journaling, AirPods, and my beloved Kindle. So there you have it. Everything fits perfectly. By the way, if you want to personalize the backpack, there's a leather pad on the side where you can add your initials to make the backpack even more special. If you're interested to check out Oleada and their many lovely work bags, make sure to use my code and enjoy the extra discount on top of the amazing Black Friday sale. There you have it. Those are my travel essentials. I hope you find this video helpful. Please let me know if you are a light traveler as well, and if so, what are your very own travel essentials? That's it from me today. Thank you for being here. Take care and I will see you soon.